Welcome back, lottery fans. Today I'm going to show you a new Pick 4 rundown that you can use in 2019 here, and I'm calling this rundown the 4 boxes rundown. And as always, you'll see why as I start to do the rundown, why it's named that. I'm going to do this rundown for a couple of different states here, and then you guys can go ahead and check in your states and see if it's working for you as well. I'm going to do it for the Missouri Evening Lottery, Pick 4 Lottery, and I'm also going to do it for the West Virginia Daily 4 Lottery as well. So let's start off with our first lottery here, and as I said, this is going to be the Missouri Evening. And I'm going to use the lottery results starting from last night, which was the 24th of February. So for this rundown, we actually need 2 lottery results. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to grab the last 2 results from the Missouri Evening Lottery, and they were on the Sunday the 24th. That was a 5, 6, 7, 5, and then on Saturday the 23rd of February, that was a 1, 2, 5, 1. So once we've got our last 2 lottery results, we're going to go ahead and fill in our base grid with those results. And then once we've got the base grid, we're going to use our mirror numbers today to put that into the translated grid. Now we're going to take our 2 lottery results here, and we're going to put them diagonally across in the base grid here. So we're going to start with the first one, which is 5, 6, 7, 5. And we're going to put that diagonally from the top left down to the bottom right. So we'll start a 5 in this box, a 6 in here, a 7 here, and a 5 here. And then we're going to take our second result, which was from the 23rd, and we're going to put that from the top right down into the bottom left here. So it's a 1, 2, 5, 1. And then we're going to start from our top corner here, our top left corner, the free empty box. And we're going to count up clockwise going round. So we're going to start with a 5, and then we'll add a 6 into the next box, and then a 7, an 8, a 9, a 0, a 1, a 2, and a 3. Simple as that. So now that we've got our base grid filled out, we can go ahead and take those numbers and we can put them into our translated grid. Once we've got the translated grid filled out, I'll show you where the 4 boxes comes in, so you can actually spot what numbers you can play on the upcoming lottery boxes. So the mirror numbers are down here in our worksheet here. As always, if you want a copy of this rundown worksheet, you can download it for free. I'll leave the link below in the description, completely free, and then you can go ahead and try these rundowns in your states. So we're going to look up our mirror numbers here, and we're going to start and take each box and translate it over into our translated grid using the mirror numbers. So if we look at our mirror numbers, mirror number 5 is 0, so we'll put the 0 in that top box. A 6 is 1, so we'll put a 1 in the next box. A 7 is 2, 2 in that box, and a 1 is 6. And then we're just going to keep going down, filling in those mirror numbers. 3 is an 8, 6 is a 1, 2 is a 7, 8 is a 3, 2 is a 7, 5 is a 0, 7 is a 2, 9 is a 4, 1 is a 6, 1 is a 6, 0 is 5, and 5 is 0. Simple as that. So now comes the fun part. Now we're going to apply the 4 boxes pattern, and this will determine what we're actually going to put, what we're actually going to play for our next upcoming draws. So it's called 4 boxes because all we're actually going to take, other than the last rundowns where we've gone ahead and used our downs and our crosses, we're actually going to play the 4 boxes that occur inside our main grid. So we're going to play this top left box here, we're going to play the top right box here, we're going to play the bottom left box here, and we're going to play our bottom right box here. And the way in which you play these numbers, I always like to play them box, so it doesn't really matter too bad which order you pick them in, but if you like to play them straight, I recommend starting from the top right on each of them and counting round clockwise. So in this first box here, that gives a 5, 6, 6, 3. In the next box, it's a 7, 1, 8, 2. And this box, and we're going to count round. So in the next box, we've got a 7, 9, 5, 0. And in our last box, it's a 2, 5, 1, 1. So that's from the base grid. We can go ahead and apply the same pattern again in our translated grid here. So we're going to play the box in the top left here, the box in the top right here, the box in the bottom left here, and then the box in the bottom right here. Then once again, much like we did in the base grid, we're going to count from the top left corner number clockwise round in that small box there. So that's a 0, 1, 1, 8. 2637, 2405, 7066, and there we have it. Those are 8 numbers that we can now start playing in the Missouri Evening Pick 4 Lottery moving forward. As always, I recommend playing these for about 2, 3, 4 days, see if something hits. If nothing hits, go ahead and try a different rundown. Maybe try starting with a different base grid, or try one of the other rundown videos and see if it works in your state. So that's Missouri. I'm going to step through exactly the same example again now, but this time show you for West Virginia. It's a little bit different for West Virginia because West Virginia only has one daily lottery for the pick 4. So rather than picking evening or midday, we're just going to go ahead and stick with that one lottery drawing. So this will be West Virginia. And we're actually going to go ahead, and there are no lottery drawings on Sundays for West Virginia, so we're actually going to start with the 23rd of February being our first date. So we're not going to use the 3 and 4, we only need the last 2 lottery drawings. In West Virginia on Saturday the 23rd, that was a 2, 1, 4, 4. And on Friday the 22nd, that was a 4, 9, 9, 6. So same as last time, we're going to go ahead and fill in these numbers in our diagonals across in the base grid, and then fill in the rest of the base grid around it using our clockwise counting up method. So I'm going to start by putting the 2, 1, 4, 4 in the across from the top left down to the bottom right, and then we'll fill in the second lottery draw, the 4, 9, 9, 6 from a top right to a bottom left. Then using our clockwise count up method, we're going to fill in these empty boxes here. So we'll start here with the 2 and count upwards from there. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. So that's the base grid. Now we're going to go ahead and fill in our translated grid using the mirror numbers again. You can also try playing around with the flip numbers instead of mirror numbers, but I've been sticking with the mirror numbers on this one because that seems to be working. So we'll go ahead and find our mirror numbers. So mirror number of 2 is 7, so we'll fill in a 7 in that first box. Mirror number of 3 is 8, so we'll fill in that. Mirror number of 4 is 9, 9 there, and mirror number 4 is 9. We're just going to continue on filling in this grid. 0 is 5, 1 is 6, 9 is 4, 5 is 0, 9 is 4, 9 is 4, 4 is 9, 6 is 1, 6 is 1, 8 is 3, 7 is 2, and 4 is 9. Simple as that. So we're going to apply our 4 boxes pattern on this rundown as well for West Virginia. So we're going to do the top left box here, like that, and then the top right box here, like that, the bottom left box, and then the bottom right box. Go ahead and fill out those numbers, starting from the top leftmost box in your actual smaller box here and counting round clockwise. That gives us a 2, 3, 1, 0. 2, 3, 1, 0. Next one is a 4, 4, 5, 9. 4, 4, 5, 9. Then a 4, 6, 4, 7. 4, 6, 4, 7. And then a 9, 9, 8, 6. 9, 9, 8, 6. Moving over to the translated grid, fill in that exact same pattern again. The 4 boxes, top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. And then fill in those numbers down here. It gives us a 7, 8, 6, 5. That's a nice consecutive number to look for there. For those of you that don't know what consecutive numbers are, those are numbers that actually, when you arrange them in order, they all count up. So that's actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 6, 5. Nice number to look for there. 9, 9, 0, 4. A 9, 1, 9, 2. and a 4-4-3-1. And what I'm seeing here is there's some very impressive patterns with the 4s and the 9s here. We're seeing a lot of doubles in 4s and a lot of doubles in 9s. So definitely some good ones to watch out for West Virginia there. So there we have it. That's our 4 boxes rundown for Missouri and West Virginia. Go ahead and give it a try in your state. Let me know if it works for you. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below to let me know what kind of rundown you want me to see. If there's a state you want me to see do for you, more than happy to do it. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye.